Hello and welcome back to the channel. We'll be continuing with our Fallout London series here with this part 2. If you're enjoying this kind of detailed walkthrough content, please take the time to give this video or any video on this channel a like. It really helps with the algorithm. And also please consider subscribing, clicking that notification bell so you can be notified as new videos are released to the channel. We're really working hard to try to get to our 1,000 subscriber goal, so anything you could do would help. So I ended the previous episode here at this train station because there is a major bug when leaving the station that I wanted to address. There is a major memory crash that causes a crash during load scenes to the desktop. The easiest way to remedy this is to go to Nexus and download the Buffout 4 mod and install it to your Fallout 4 folders. There's lots of instructions on how to do that online, but that seems to fix this particular crash. Another thing that will help you in your gameplay to avoid crashes is judicious use of your torch. It seems that having your torch on during load screens can lead to crashes, so you will see that I will turn it on and off as I enter and exit buildings and different areas. Well, all that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the train here, mind the gap. There's nothing here to discover on the train, so we'll just go ahead and travel up to the front. Where we can get a panoramic view of post-apocalyptic London. And here, somewhere along the way to Brumley Station, this train car will crash and we'll go to the Fallout London load scene, thus I guess signifying the end of the introduction to the game. So I'll let that play out. And here we are. Learned some interesting facts. We now have this lab rat ailment, causing us to take 30% more damage in combat until we can get that remedied. We're also suffering from railway spine, which means that we deal 30% less damage in combat. So not only do we take more damage, we deal less damage. We'll go ahead and start this on the mend quest line to cure these two afflictions. Now before we move around, let's put away our weapon. As you can see, we're suffering from some hit point problems, but we'll take care of that soon enough. But before we even move around and look around, let's take a moment to light a cigarette. As we see, cigarettes will give us an extra 5% XP, and we're about to discover a location here, so let's go ahead and light up. And we'll hear the match strike, and if we actually even look at our character, we can see that we're blazing up. And as promised, as we move away, well on our way. You may be a little closer to level 2. Gonna go ahead and hurry up. There's really nothing here to look at other than a bed. Over here by this lantern, there is cider we can take and some more cigarettes. And then we'll want to keep going down here to talk to these gentlemen. Sometimes you'll see a caravan being chased, and I've actually seen them fighting creatures chasing a caravan.
Bloody hell, what was that?
Sounded painful if you ask me.
Better not be those dogs up to something. I swear if it is.
Not everything's the dogs, Johnny.
You look like shit, mate. You alright?
This one just came off the train, boss.
Quiet, the both of you. Well, well, well. If it isn't the lab rat. You made it out. You're in the right state, ain't you? Never had a crash round here before.
All right, now we have the opportunity to pass a charisma check that'll heal us if we pass it.
Course. Winston?
Here, enjoy.
In the background, we can see that caravan passing through. You think I'm in a right state?
You may be right there. Frankly, I don't have the time to groom myself these days. Name's Gaunt. Sebastian Gaunt. And these dredges are Chill Winston and Johnny Shrapnel. But you can ignore Johnny. We're the vagabonds.
We're the roughest, toughest, sharpest gang round these parts. Not like the dogs.
Snuff it, Johnny. Don't scare away our new acquaintance. So, who are you exactly?
Well, I'm not really sure. It appears I was stuck in a lab, but was able to escape on the train.
Only the gentry use those trains. Looks like you're a wayfarer now, like the rest of us.
Yep, I guess we're using the term wayfarer instead of lone wanderer or sole survivor. But being a street brawler I am, pretty sure I'm not gentry.
Yeah, well, you don't look like it. Lewisham, or what's left of it. The Isle of Dogs Syndicate. Johnny gets a bit excited about 'em. Yeah, he was supposed to be a supply run.
We bought the location off someone in Thameshaven. Some old construction papers.
I could use a doctor. I've got these two ailments.
Well then, wayfarer. Seems like you got two choices. You could head down that way to the Thames folk. Ain't exactly pleasant to look at, but appearances can be deceiving. They may even know a thing or two about that lab, seeing as they sold us the location. Otherwise, you can stick it out with me and my mates. We help you out, you help us out.
Hey, I could use getting helped. But what's wrong with these Thames folk?
How can I put this nicely? They look like chewing gum stamped into the pavement.
What do you mean about helping you out?
Let's just say that we're not the only gang sniffing around London. And we need help dealing with the competition. Obviously, we'd give you a little pick-me-up first.
Yes, I could definitely use a pick-me-up. My character's kind of used to the street gang life, so probably the best decision to stick with you guys.
Ace, we could use an extra pair of hands. Here, take this for the road. Its best days are behind it.
All right, so we get this special weapon, the Balisong, and enough XP to level up. So before we run after you there, Johnny, let's go ahead and do that. Let's level up. So you can, at the level ups, you can obviously add to any of your specials, other than we can't add to intelligence because of the numbskull trait we took. Now here are in order of the specials, here's strength that we can choose from. Here are perception perks we can choose from, endurance perks, charisma perks, intelligence perks. So we will be able to get gun nut with our intelligence of 3. Agility perks. And luck perks. Since it says, as we have a luck of 5, we can take this idiot savant. Now let's also look at equipping our new weapon. We'll turn this off. We'll equip the balisong, and let's go ahead and favor it into slot 1. And off we go. We'll follow them along, and we'll get an update on the gangs of London. There's really not anything to discover along the way here. One little spot, I'll stop along the way, but the rest of this is just eye candy that you can explore if you wish. But for the purposes of our video, we'll just follow along.
Right, as this seems to be a prime rabbit in the headlights situation, I'll give you a rundown of who's who in old Blighty, shall I? First up, there's us. We're the Vagabonds. Used to be big names in South London till a couple of things went awry. But enough about that till later. The cunts who made things go awry are the Isle of Dogs Syndicate. There's a fucking lot of them, and they all walk around with the gentry reserves in their skyrocket, so they've got tickets to burn. They got that bees and honey dancing with the gentry. The gentry rule from their ivory towers, pissing off their pedestals from Westminster. Forget trying to get in there. Those gates are tighter than a duck's arse. Why are they so tight, you ask? Because they've got the Tommies to defend them. Powerful enough to take the peace, too stupid to keep it. Which means the occasional toe rags crop up and have a punt at Blighty leadership. This brings me to the dress-up factions. Take your pick. Camelot, the oldie Tin Man Knights in Wandsworth, or if you fancy painting it black, you've the Fifth Column Tyrants in Tower Hamlets. Next on the list, you've the twats in the periphery. Hooligans that'll smack you. Beefeaters that'll eat ya. Jack Tars will stick a cannon up your arse. Roundels in Hackney. Well, they keep to themselves unless you've got a thing against scooters. Miller's men are the slapheads over in Islington. Neighbouring next to them are the Pistols in Camden, who wants anarchy in the UK. All of that makes sense. So, as life dictates, you should probably stick with us. Know what I mean? The rest you can work out yourself, because I'm tired of monologuing. But yeah, if they shoot at you, they ain't your mate. Guns are more common round here these days, ever since Enfield opened its doors to all and sundry. You'll need to keep your head down. You ain't in that test tube anymore, sunshine. Now, left, right, left,
So now
right.
here is the
I
one
think they call
exception.
it walking.
You can grab some mushy peas. And let's take off after them. Left, right, left, right. You may call it walking. Looks like running.
There it is, Greenwich Station. We've got a small camp across the road. What the fuck? What? Ricky, what the fuck?
They attacked us. Took us by surprise.
How many?
2 or 3 IODs.
Fucking dogs. Fuck 'em all.
And what the fuck were they doing here?
They were... I feel faint.
Christ, you're pathetic.
My
Wayfarer,
mother wanted me to be
get
a
a first
farmer,
aid kit from
but I
Greenwich
get my hands
Station.
dirty in other ways.
All right, so we'll follow that directive. Go across the street here to Greenwich Station. And right before we get here and get the discovery bonus, let's go ahead and light up another smoke. And again, with torch turned off, let's go ahead and enter. Now right here to the right, there's going to be a ghoul, so let's get prepared for that. Our new balisong weapon. It's going to be right here in this doorway.
Yeah.
Take a few rads, a little bit of damage. But we get some tickets out of the deal, which is nice. Here's our med kit that we can take. There's some more cigarettes to replenish. There's also a typewriter over here I'm going to grab. And a pencil. So we can come out here. Some more tickets right here on this chair. I guess these are fake plants, not the hub flowers we would like. Then back behind here, we also want to grab some more tickets. No stray tickets laying around. Can go through here. Ooh. Usually these are empty, but we got some good stuff out of these. Fantastic. Burnt magazines, don't need. We're going to get these beans. This teddy bear. Behind this desk, get some pre-war money. Clipboard. You know I couldn't pass up a clipboard. Those are just bottles and folders. Although I'm going to take the folders because I don't believe they have any weight. Believe it or not, at some point, we're going to have to watch what we carry. Even with all the strength that we have, you know what the pack rat I am. And here, there's just a glass. We're going to get this soap. And that's all there is. There is a plunger here. I guess we can take that for the wood and for the rubber. Back down we go. Man, I hope this makes it into the video. Like I said, most of the time these sacks are empty. So that was a fantastic find. There's a beer bottle we'll pass on, turn off the lamp, and back into the City of London. And out we go. Speaking of inventory management, I'm going to use this suitcase here in the back of this car. It's currently empty. Usually there's some clothes in it, but let's go ahead and use this to do some inventory management. As we can see, we're at 280, so we're right at our limit. I'm going to keep all these weapons because they'll be good to sell. I'm going to go ahead and so we can see hats. Hats are great. If you look at the value per carry weight, hats are something we're definitely going to want to keep our hands on. There's our test subject suit. Tuxedo we can see is worth 40. Definitely going to keep that. And let's see what kind of junk. I'll probably edit through this, but me just going to pretty much dump anything that doesn't have a good weight to value ratio. Mostly just dumping steel and glass. All right, now we see we're down to a respectable weight of 230. And let's go back and check. Now that we have the med kit, let's see how Ricky is doing.
You came back.
Of course.
After the IODs ambushed us, I heard them talking. There's gonna be an attack on the Swan Mitre. The second I managed to give Gaunt that information, he left me here. The whoreson left me to die.
Probably wanted to get rid of any reinforcements before the attack. They're clever, I'll give them that.
Probably pretty easy ambushes, judging from all the empty beer bottles laying around. Y'all were just sitting around drinking and not paying attention.
Back to the Swan Mitre, I suppose.
I've got a bullet in my abdomen. I've seen better days.
Well, we did get the first aid kit as part of our quest.
Gaunt's gone. And he was the one with the medical know-how. Don't suppose you could fix me up.
Well, if we had an intelligence of 7, we could go with that. But
Unless one happens to walk by, you wouldn't reach one in time.
if you want, I could just put you out of your misery. I don't know if I could help you. You can go ahead and try this, but it's not going to matter. He's going to pass away anyways. But hey, sorry, I just don't think I can help you out. We're going to lose the med kit no matter what we pick.
It ain't your fault. Seems I wasn't supposed to die here. Go to the Swan Mitre. Give them dogs hell.
As we can see, we'll get his worker's cap. Leave the rest of this, I suppose. Like I said, there's numerous empty beer bottles. Here, let's put our... Stop with that. There is a whiskey you can take. I'm going to leave that uniform there. Unfortunately, we can't use this cook station. Take his cap. Take his cap. Some bobby pins. All viewers will know how much I need those. Here's some dog food. I'm going to take all that, although eating dog food can lead to a dog food addiction, I found. So that's pretty much it. Small bed to sleep in, but that's it for here. As we can see, the sun is starting to rise. Now, to get to the Swan and Mitre, we'll look on our map. First, let's turn off these other quests. We see that it is down here. So we'll go east till here, we'll go south, and then over. But there's lots of places to get location bonuses along the way, so we'll be doing a little bit of that. Hopefully get a little more XP. Now, the first location that we're going to want to earn a discovery bonus for is an abandoned cafe. We can see it with the chef's hat there in our directional bar at the bottom. So we'll go to this red bus here. And just past this red bus, we're going to go through the light pole on the wall. Let's get our balisong ready because there's leeches. Sometimes just walking through the splash water can summon them. There's 3, and ideally we want to take them one at a time. So that's good that we got one out immediately. Let's see. There's the other one there. So sometimes, yeah. If we get lucky, he'll get hung up there. They do sometimes get hung up right there.
Yeah.
And then let's run back in this corner. They're good for components. Now there's one more up here. I don't want him getting us from behind. There we go. We get the red dot. Come on up out of the water for us, please. Okay. Now the cafe is just right around this corner. Before we run up and get the discovery bonus, let's go ahead and light a cigarette for some extra XP. not only that, let's go ahead and hotkey our purified water. So I'm going to put that in the 0 slot. Let's light up a cigarette. So we get that XP, and then we want to hurry while our cigarette is still lit and get over to this church. You'll see the church in our directional finder. Let's get over here to the gate, and I'm going to want to sneak up to the door. So where there's a church, there's a graveyard, and in Fallout, where there's a graveyard, there are ghouls. Hopefully we can sneak up to this door here, get our bonus, and then get right on out. Not quite up to level 2. Hopefully we'll get there in a minute. Now there are 2 rad roaches that are around this car right here, and they can really wreck your day if you're not careful. There's one of them. Let's just run up and... There's the other one. Good job. And got a little idiot savant help there. Next you're going to go forward, and you're going to get to this area here. Do not go past this, as there are frag mines. We're going to get this doctor leaf, and we're going to continue going this way. So from here we're going to turn right. Yes, respect their privacy. Follow our waypoint. Now up to the end of the street where there's some rubble and you see this white car. To your right, do not follow those neon lights to parlay, but there are some mutated ferns I want to grab real quick. Be very careful. You may hear some voices up there. You're not going to get a friendly welcome. So I do not advise going that way. We are going to keep going down this road. We get to this police car. Unfortunately, there's no goodies there, but we see that there's an estate just past the police car. And there are some goodies in this building, so we're going to grab those. Some much needed wonder glue. Oh, I didn't really mean to pick up that spanner. Let's see what's on the counters over here. An oven mitt we don't need. I'll take, oh, military duct tape though. Good deal. Now also, the real bonus is go up these stairs, because there's some ammo boxes up here. Nothing in it this time. No goodies from this dresser. Oh, there. Good. We got some ammo there. Some military fatigues. I'll take those. That might actually be better than our vault suit. We can kind of jump over here. I'm going to leave that plunger and that bucket. But yeah, don't pass that up. There's often goodies there. Nothing in the back of this truck. So we're going to keep on going down the road. Past this storage trailer. Can't open it, unfortunately. Now you're going to get down to this, and you're not going to be able to go any further. So I'm going to go ahead and turn left here to follow our waypoint. Now here at this white car, we're going to want to turn left. Oh, I'm going to leave that for now. Because there's these foxes. Darn it. Usually they are behind that wall. We're going to let them fight with the... Maybe we might get a little help here. Hopefully. This is going to be tough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and drink some more water. That was not how I necessarily wanted that to go. However, we were lucky enough to get some rad stag meat here, a bobby pin, and some hide. We'll need that leather later. But ideally, what you'll do when you turn left after that white car is you'll run into this fence, and the foxes are generally right over there. So my suggestion is to kind of just go far enough to draw them out, run around this corner, and use the wall and this tree to cover your left flank and your rear, and try to take the foxes on one at a time in this little spot. Now, after you've dispatched the foxes that are usually hanging around right here, we're going to go just far enough to catch this observatory. Oh, and didn't get us to the next level. It's a bit frustrating, but it happens. Nothing in the back of this car as we move forward. Now the next thing we're going to encounter, you see here in the bottom highlighted that little station. That is actually a raider gang station. There'll be 4 raiders in there. We only want to deal with them one at a time, so I'm going to go around to the side here. And this should get us up to our next level. Again, we want to draw them out one at a time. There's a couple of them that are just armed with melee weapons, but there are 2 others who have ranged weapons and Molotovs, so we definitely don't want to get into it with all of them at once. Let's see if we can trigger them to run forward at us. Usually hanging out right here outside.
Was that?
Here we go. No, we weren't trying to sneak up. We were actually just trying to get you to run out here and fight us. Well.
My arm is broken. Come on.
Well, that worked out much better. So not only did I do much better during the fox encounter, I did great with that. Normally handling all 4 of these at the same time is very dangerous. Now, we should be getting some good armor out of this. If I can find all 4 of them. Again, another reason to not try to do them all here. Don't want to lose... I seem to have lost one somewhere. There's 1 hooligan, 2 hooligans, 3 hooligans. Where's the 4th? Here he is. Armor not so good this time. The hooligan armor is just essentially the equivalent of raider armor. I almost hate to spend anything upgrading raider armor, as leather armor is generally what's preferred. But we do level up here. So let's take our level up. And I'm going to go all the way down to our perception skills, and let's get locksmith. We are going to find some advanced locks that have some serious goodies. So no matter what build you have and where you're at in playing, I would highly recommend taking the advanced lock perk at this point. There's an empty till. These cabinets are all empty today. There's some pre-war money. Up. There's always a mining helmet here. We're going to take that because we're going to want to equip that. All right, a ticket. Some more tickets. These are just shopping baskets. The bag of cement. We're not really going to have the carry capacity at this point. As a matter of fact, we're going to have to start being a little more judicious about what we carry. There's this pail right here. As you can see, we're carrying too much already. So that being said, we are going to want to go. Let's open this door because there's some valuable goodies in here that we're going to need. Oh, not the adjustable wrench, but I did want that glue. There's that chem box. There's ammo, empty. Darn. We want this teddy bear because, believe it or not, they have leather, and we're going to need that leather. One of these is a beer. There we go, cold beer. We'll take that. Here's some more chems. Believe I got everything. Oh, flip lighter. I'm glad I double checked. Meter stick is just wood. We're good on wood. There's 2 metal boxes over in this corner. Let's see if we get any goodies here. No. Okay, next stop is to go up these stairs. And up here is an armor workbench. Those are just bottles. All right, we get some more 32 ammo, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and modify some of the armor we have here. Unfortunately, it doesn't let us pick up that leather or anything here. It's just part of the graphic. We did get a leather chest piece. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and modify that first. So let's go ahead and pocketed. That'll help with the carry weight. And let's see, we can get it up to girded. So that's good. Again, I almost really hate to spend any kind of resources upgrading this hooligan armor, but I'm going to go ahead. I'll tell you what, I'm going to wait. So, armor will not fit over the lab coat that we're currently wearing. So we're going to have to switch back to, okay, we now have some fatigues that do give you 5 bonus. I want to wear the helmet. But I would say it's best to go back to our test subject suit because it also gives you 5, but you get the 10 radiation bonus. And then let's put on our chest piece. And then we did get some road leathers, but I think that the vault suit or test subject suit is going to be best. So that gives us adding the pocketed to the leather chest piece is going to get us up to 290. So pretty much got everything we want from here. There's this little shed out here. Now you can go back in this room. And here we have a locked box. It might have been a good idea if you're on the go ahead and smoke a cigarette now, because we're going to have 3 locked boxes, 3 locks to unpick. But let's see if we get some idiot savant help. Well, at least we got the XP. Empty box. Again, generally, there's some whiskey. That's a great component. We're going to want to keep that. Then there's this locked safe here. We'll take that money. It doesn't weigh anything. More pre-war money. Darn. There's nothing out here on the roof, but this is an advanced lock right here. And I have gotten some really good stuff out of this box before. So let's see if it's worth the lock picks. It is not. Sorry, folks. Sometimes the game giveth and the game taketh away. Not able to access this picker's storage. But if we do go around to the back here, there's this little shooting range, and there's always some shotgun shells here to take. Those are all empty bottles. We're going to leave those. Nothing around here. However, in this little shed, there is a weapons workbench. Now, we don't currently have any good mods for the balisong, so I'm not going to spend any of our valuable resources on upgrading any weapons, but just remember, here is a weapons workbench if you do want to. So if you're following a VATS heavy and you want to upgrade some ranged weapons you have with the knowledge you have, then here's the spot to do that. Okay, that's it for this site. One of the reasons why I'm holding off on upgrading our hooligan armor is because down the street here, seems like, oh yeah, don't forget the subflower. But down this street is going to be a locked trailer, an advanced locked trailer. And again, I've gotten some really good weapons and armor from here. So let's see what the game grants us this time. So back here in the steamer trunk, we're going to get a tactical automatic crude gun. There's definitely going to want to. And this poor guy is just decayed back here, locked in the back of this trailer. And now the slow walk. I probably do have some roid, which is the equivalent of buff out. So I may cut this, I'll probably cut this long walk out of the video. Okay, here we are back at the armor workbench. Let's go ahead and craft up this leather right armor, or right arm, I should say. Again, let's get the pocketed. And let's see if we have enough resources, yes, to get this up to girded. Now, as much as I hate to do it, with the valuable resources we have, I am going to go ahead and see if we can add pocketed mods to these other items. And I think that's going to be all of our adhesive. So let's put on our new armor. Yeah, the left arm, the right arm, and we now have a pocket. Oh, there we go. So that gets our carry weight up to 300. And I'll probably cut the video back to the trailer. Okay, here, back at the trailer. And we can see that we're now 90-something feet away from the Swan Mitre. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save. There are some more rad roaches up here. And again, they can ruin your day. There's one of them. There's the other. All right, we managed to get through them well enough. Where did that? There's the other one. Let's see where we're at with carry weight. We probably are almost, well, okay. Now we're going to hear some voices, and let's see now, did we ever, I don't think we pick up, okay, all we have is still this automatic crude gun that's not, I wish it was semi-automatic instead of automatic, but let's go ahead and favorite it in slot 2. And the reason I'm pulling it out is as we approach, there'll be a gun battle raging between the gang outside the Swan Mitre and some dogs up on a parking garage level. We may need to take out a few of them. We'll find out. Sometimes our friends will do it for us. As we see, there's some up
This
there.
is going to make my day.
You taking the piss?
Good, they got it
Go
for
on.
us.
Get out of here.
Now, yeah, always wait. Sometimes these cars explode. I'm going to run real quick up to the top, because sometimes there's a double barrel shotgun up here. There is someone we can trade with in the Swan Mitre. So really, I'm just looking for weapons and ammo at this point. See, there should be 3 hooligans up here. I don't know where, thanks to the explosion, I guess they got blown all over the place. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you, and all 3 are right there in that area. Like I said, frustrating because they do have some good loot. So let's see if we can find... Here's one of the crispy critters. We get some tickets. Some more tickets. We'll come back for any of that. Don't know where the third one went off to. Wonder if he got blown over the edge. Again, I mention this because a lot of times these guys will have firearms, especially the double-barrel shotgun. So I'm going to go back behind real quick, see if he got thrown back over here. Let's see if he got thrown over the wall, or he might be out front. Let's see. Well, this might be a situation where yours turns out better than mine. We were pretty unlucky. There is a third Isle of Syndicate dog.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer. Thought I'd get my hands dirty in other ways.
Just so you know, there is a water pump right there. So if you wanted to there we go. Quick, easy way to get some extra health back. That is disappointing. Like, again, hopefully your game comes out better. You get some better stuff. I would be careful, again, going in and out of these cutscenes. Notice I don't have a weapon ready or my torch on. I'm going to be real careful to try to not have those things going. I think it's the animation from the balisong and also the torch that can kind of trigger crashes. Let's go on in. A lot of times the gang is going to help you take out anybody that's in here anyways.
No one likes a sneak, coward.
This is going to make my day. You're right, quick.
All right.
Keep moving so I don't have to.
That's all of them down. Says talk to a vet. We're going to want to do that first.
Hey, you that fresh face Gaunt mentioned?
Why, yes, I am.
Good. Listen up. We got hit hard just there, but we managed to kill or capture every attacker, except one. I noticed a scout hang back and leg it when things swung our way. If they're bringing back up from the Isle of Dogs, we could be toast. I need you to stop them. They look to be beelining for the comms station north of here. I've got someone to trip the power on it remotely, but that'll only hold them so long. Go snuff out the Hornet before it brings back the nest. The scout was a young lass. Denim fatigue, spiky hair. Should be easy to spot. Now go. If you need medical attention, I can take a look at you, but I can't do miracles. And wipe those questions off your tongue. We've got no time for that.
Okay, as she said, we are going to want to talk to her for some medical help.
Need help?
Yes. How about this railway spine?
Can't say I've treated a survivor of a rail accident before. This'll be interesting. There. You were suffering from some kind of psychological distress, probably brought on by the crash. That remedy should do the trick. Just remember those breathing exercises.
All right, so one remedy cured, one to go. Now, she can also, if we interact with her again...
Can I help you?
She's a vendor.
What do you need?
Well, I need to lighten the load. So let's start with extra weapons. And I'm going to sell one of those. I'm going to keep one just for possible components. And now's the time to sell a bunch of this attire that we've been accumulating. Like I said, these hats offer good value per weight. And the tux, we're going to get some good money for that. Then I'm also going to sell off our booze. Except for the whiskey. As we know it to be a good 2 whiskeys. We know that that is an ingredient. And then junk, I'm going to go ahead and sell anything that's only steel. That I may have accidentally picked up along the way. So we do have some pretty important good components going here. Even these pre-war rations, as we see. And keep these for the silver. Well, let's go ahead and sell them. Even though they don't weigh much, they do weigh something. I'm going to keep these for the nuclear material. And here, sell these spanners. Train maps, good for cloth and don't weigh anything. We definitely want to keep hold of those. All right. So that's a pretty good haul right there. Let's go ahead and sell that. And kind of keep your eye on her. There should be at least 3 in here that we can loot to sell back to her. Now be careful because everything in here is owned, so it's marked as steel. So be very careful as you look for these bodies to loot. There, we're going to get a pistol. That's fantastic. We'll go ahead and turn on our torch since it's nice and dark. And again, be very careful as you click. Do not want to get caught stealing here. So we got 1, 2, 3. All right, man, that's a haul. We got a stim pack again. Stim packs. Okay, that was. Here we go. 4. Shot. Oh, there's our shotgun. Fantastic. Turn this off. Yvette, we got more stuff to sell.
Do you need medical assistance? Certainly. Here's what I've got.
Oh, here's what I've got. I've now got 2 of these 32 pistols. I really only need 1. I've got the double barrel shotgun. As you see, damage 45. That is our ghoul charmer. That's going to come in extremely handy. Sell you some of these fancy suits. Well, cigar's worth $1. It doesn't weigh much. I guess we'll keep it. Here's some more syndicate suits. And off camera, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and find those bodies at the car park, loot them, and come back and sell again. And then we will continue with our mission. But for now, thanks for following along. Again, I would make sure that your torch is turned off and you do not have the balisong out before going through these doorways, these cutscenes. If you enjoy this kind of detailed comment, please give the channel a subscription. Really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so this year. Let's see if we can make it in our 1-year mark, get up to 1,000 subscribers. It would really help. Also, how about give these videos, take the time to give them a like, and especially leave a comment. YouTube really looks at that interaction between viewers and videos, and that boosts the output. So please leave a comment. I do appreciate it. If there's something I missed, let me know. If you're really enjoying this, let me know. If you're experiencing crashes, let me know. There's lots of YouTube videos that you can download. Although my understanding is that the version 3 of Fallout London now includes the Buff Out 4 mod. So if you download this new, you may have much better luck than I've had playing this. I've had numerous desktop crashes and hang-ups on loading screens. It's taken me a week just to get this second video out. I may just start uploading 30-minute videos if that works out better. Again, thanks for following along, and see you in the next video.